In this video, we will cover and go over 8 points that will make it easier for you to be prepared to this Q4 selling on Amazon as an Amazon FBA seller. This is going to be without any doubt the biggest Q4 in the entire history of online shopping. So you must be prepared. Let's start. Hey, what's up guys, this is Tomer from sourcingmonster.com and welcome to another video. And if it's your first time here and you want to learn more on how you can create your own brand, selling private label products on Amazon and creating a scalable income from anywhere in the world, start now by subscribing to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Okay guys, so really this is going to be the best and biggest Q4 in the entire history due to the recent crisis, due to bigger demand and more people shopping online, and add to this fact that Amazon is also growing. So all of this together will make it very big, and we as Amazon FBA sellers must be prepared. You really don't have a lot of time, so you must take action and act quick. So really be prepared to the higher demand in sales and to really make the most profit out of this Q4 and beginning of in the new year. So before we explain about each point, let me just cover the 8 points that I'm going to cover in this video. First of all, make sure that you have enough inventory. Second, be prepared or consider your fulfillment options in case we will have issues like we had during the COVID. Be on top of PPC Daily. Utilize and use external traffic. Make sure you have enough capital and cash flow. Be prepared to increase price. Be aware of storage fees and optimize your listings for Q4. So that's what we will cover. Let me just pause the video because I see I missed here one example. Let me edit. One moment please. Okay, so here we go. So let's start with the first point. Make sure you have enough inventory. This is the most important point. This is going to be the biggest and most crazy selling season in the history of Amazon and other online stores. So again, sorry about that. So yeah, in online stores. So make sure you at least double the normal predictions you have for Q4. I normally like to order 3x regular months sales for Q4. So for example, if you sell 1,000 units a month, I would go around for November and December 6,000 units. Why? Because first of all, during these months you cannot really order enough inventory. The suppliers are packed. They will give you lead times or production times that are way longer than what you would normally expect in these months because they have so much work. And you know, it's super important to really be in good relationships with your suppliers in case you have emergency, in case you really need their help with the production. But in general, you don't want to get into a problem like that you really need to beg and have them produce something that in faster than what they are capable of. So you want to make sure that you have an order that is going to be landed in October or late October, so you have enough inventory for November and December. So if you're selling 1,000 units a month, normally you will order like every 2-3 months, like 3,000 units. So for this Q4 you will want to order at least 6,000, so you have enough inventory for the demand. Some people will tell you more, but I like to be more conservative, but not too conservative. You want to make sure that you have enough inventory, because believe me, the worst feeling is knowing that you have an item and it's selling like crazy and you're out of stock, and you know that you could really make more money, you could sell more if you just had more inventory. And this only happens once a year in Q4, so you have to wait another year for this to happen. And the other end, you don't want to order more and be stuck with inventory for like years and pay all these storage fees. So it's super important you take the time, you sit with yourself, you look at historical data, you really plan, try to be conservative and try to be try to think a lot about this and be prepared and really do a good math. Also, you can check other ASINs in their history and see how much they sold last year, or if it's an item that you sold last year, check the history or the numbers for your that sells in Q4. Okay, be prepared to consider your fulfillment options. So I wrote, I would 100% recommend that you bring stock to 3PL warehouses or even to your home if you live in the US. With these unpredictable times, you must be prepared to ship not just from Amazon. On top of that, Amazon is restricting quantities for items. So in order to have stock in the US, you must be prepared to have it in different locations other than Amazon. So as you know, during the COVID, Amazon stopped and had restrictions for items. You couldn't really send inventory to their fulfillment centers. It took them 30 days to fulfill orders. So now obviously they are more prepared, but who knows? There are really unpredictable times. You can't really rely on that. So people really wish they had enough stocks in the US for their items so they can at least do FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant. Whether they shipped it themselves, I know people shipped from their garage like hundreds of packages every day, and that's fine. Obviously, it's not an ideal situation, but you have to do, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? You have to fulfill those orders, and if it's take you just 1 hour or 2 hours to prepare those orders, but you are making all this money, that's fine. And other sellers are not doing it. So you want to be prepared. Keep stock. Anyway, it's good to keep stock in 3PL warehouses. Why? Because you're gonna avoid paying all these storage fees. So if you have an item that you sell normally 1,000 and you get your order by the end of September, you will pay a lot of storage fees because the peak starting in late October, beginning of November. So you want maybe to ship 3,000 units to a 3PL location and another 3,000 units to Amazon. That way you have enough inventory by Amazon, you have enough inventory in a 3PL warehouse in case something bad happened with Amazon. You keep it in that 3PL warehouse and have them do FBM for you. Or if everything is fine with Amazon, you're gonna ship these 3,000 units to Amazon. So you really need to consider this option, especially when it happened recently. On top of that, Amazon just had the new restrictions now. So new items, you can only ship 200 units to a new products that you are launching. Products that already sell, if you have a good sales velocity, they will allow you to ship a lot. But if you don't, they will limit you. So really be prepared to do that. Be on top of PPC Daily. I like to check my PPC campaigns normally every 2 days, but on Q4, you really want to make sure you're on top of your campaigns every day. With the increased demand for advertisement by other sellers, bids will go higher and you must adjust and increase your bids as well. Be very aggressive and try to dominate the search results. So normally in Q4, bids are going higher because of higher demand for people that buy, buyers, and more demand by sellers. They're putting more money in PPC, they're increasing the bids, and obviously the bids will go higher. So you want to be very aggressive. Really, those that don't really know what they're doing, you want to kick them out. You want to be very aggressive with keywords that you have good ACOS, increase bids, try to dominate and get as many clicks as you can for good keywords that you have. Another great thing is external traffic that works amazingly in Q4. So something that worked great for me on last Q4 and didn't during the year. So it worked very good during Q4 in these 3 months, but other than that, on the regular months of the year, it didn't really work great. So this is something that you want to really utilize. And didn't during the year is external traffic from Pinterest. I would definitely recommend sending traffic that is ready and cooked to buy during the holiday season. During this time, and it could be your secret weapon, like it did for me in 2019 Q4. Why I say secret weapon? Because people like my competitors, they throw so much money on PPC, and I was still with half the money, half of the budget was still higher higher in sales comparing their listings, and that was due to external traffic, and it was very cheap. And why it works so well? Imagine that on normal days, external traffic normally is not really a warm audience. It's not someone that is looking and typing on Amazon, let's say for hair towel. It don't really coming with the buying intent. They're just browsing a different website, Pinterest, they see images, and then an advertisement popping out, and they see your ad and they will click on it. Most likely they will not buy it. But during Q4 it's a different story because it's the shopping season. There are so many impulsive buyers. So many people, they will see something, oh, I need to buy it to this person, I can give it as a gift. You know, they buy without thinking. So that's why it's working so well. Definitely try it out. It's something that you, even if it's $5-10 a day, what you can lose, try it. It's not gonna hurt you. Okay, make sure you have enough capital and cash flow. You know what, this point must move just below here because it's like connected together. So make list. What I do before planning my Q4, and I'm still doing it, this is the last week that I'm preparing for all the orders that I'm placing now for the big items. Some items that I'm launching now, I'm still really on the borderline, don't really know how many I'm gonna order, but by the end of this week, or maybe latest by next week, the orders will be finalized. But what I did is I made a list of all the credit cards that I have. I have like 7 credit cards, and I make a list. Okay, what is the credit limit here? What is the credit limit here? How much capital I have with credit cards? That way I was prepared and know, okay, I have enough money to order X inventory. I need to get another 30,000 from there. So what I did, I applied for the economic injury disaster loan, and I got like $60,000 loan for the government, 3.75 interest fee. This is crazy. First 12 months you don't have to return anything, no early payment fees. Very great loan. If you can get this loan, I'm sure you can get like other loans. You can get it through Amazon Finance, you can get it through your bank, but you don't have to. If you have like my credit cards, I think now I have like $150,000 in credit line, but obviously if you're just starting, maybe you have something less, but you can get money. During this year, I would definitely recommend use debt. Believe me, the debt here, it's a good debt because you're gonna use a debt for 3 months, which will bring you an opportunity to get a lot of inventory and sell it. And if you don't really utilize this, you have to wait another year. So really be prepared for that. So be prepared to increase prices. Last year, I had 2 items that were selling so quick that I couldn't get enough stock on time. So I had to increase the price by like $7 for an item that was selling for $18, and it was actually selling more. So what happened is that it's an item I sold for $18, and I saw, look, I have 3,000. I had started, I think, with like 5,000 units, and it was selling quickly. I was only beginning like November 10th, and I was like already like 1,500 units, and I was telling to myself, or 2,000. I'm not really quite remember the exact number, but I was saying, okay, I have no choice. I'm not gonna get enough stock on time. Let me increase it. So every day I increased $1, $2. It was actually like every day I was selling like 30, 40 units a day. Then it was like, 50, 60. It was actually selling more. That's due not by me increasing the price, I think, but it was getting closer to Christmas. It was getting closer to December. So I had to really make sure that I'm maximizing, making the most profit that I can from that product. So really be prepared for this and keep an eye on the inventory levels. Keep an eye on the pricing. Keep an eye on items that you see that you're gonna get out of stock and you're not gonna be able to sell during Q4 anymore. Just increase prices. Try to make really the most money that you can make out of this product. Okay, another thing, be aware of storage fees. So this is connected, as well to this point, to the inventory and to the 3PL warehouse. So just so you know, it's gonna be like triple than the fee is the storage fee is gonna be like 3x than a normal time. Normal time is 0.75 per cubic foot between January to September, and from October to December it's going to be 2.40 per cubic foot. So if you ship 10,000 units of a full container, it can cost you a lot of money. So just be aware of this, do the calculations and the math when you decide, you do the logistics sides of things. Okay, and the last things, optimize your listings to Q4. I wouldn't change the title, but the bullets, the first bullet, you can say the best gift or the perfect gift, something like that. And also make sure you create lifestyle images that is targeted for the audience. So if your product is more for kids, like you see, this is my picture actually. So what I did is I took like a father with his son, and the actual gift, this is Photoshop, and like a little ribbon and a Christmas hat, and it's like giving it as a gift, and I put it in the listing images as photo number 3, I think. The same here. This is a different audience. So like the wife giving it to her husband, and I wrote the perfect gift. I was supposed to put here too some text, and this really will help your conversions. So you know, these are points that I did last year. I learned by the years of years. This is just the second year, full year that I'm selling on Amazon. So I have only one Q4 experience. But you know, all these things really made me, or the experience by this Q4 made me really be prepared. I also did research on things that you really need to make sure that will help you increase your sales. Be prepared and feel in control. Because the worst thing ever is knowing that you could do something but you didn't do it, and then just coming to October, November, and you have in your mind or know that you could be more prepared but you didn't. That's the worst feeling ever. So in my opinion, take the time, invest in this, be prepared, or do your homework as much as you can. Believe me, it will pay off. You will make more money. You feel more satisfaction. You will feel better knowing that you put all this work and you made more money. I hope this video provided value to you, and you're gonna take some of the points here, implement them in your business, and be more prepared to this Q4, this 2020 Q4 selling on Amazon. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you didn't, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.